Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video today I'm going to be doing something new. I'm going to give you guys a tour around the beautiful Stella Palace and give you any information that I think you might find useful. But nonetheless, let's get straight into the video and enter Stella Palace. The first thing you'll notice is the water park is directly in front of the reception area, and when you enter the reception area you're actually greeted straight away by the staff members. And they tell you to leave your luggage outside and they load it up onto the carts and they actually drive you to your room, which I think is such a nice special personal touch. This year they actually seated us down and checked us in on the comfy sofa, and they also told us that if we want to make any reservations they can do that all for us on check-in. In the lobby there is such a beautiful skylight and nice seating area where you can have drinks by the bar. Me and my partner did this most evenings, and I must say the staff are nonetheless fantastic. They're so attentive and they're so friendly and kind. Couldn't ask for better service. From the balcony you can see the water park and the stores just next door. You can also see down to the pool area. It's such a beautiful sight and view, and it's so pretty in the evening. Coming back inside you are meted by this beautiful furry friend. They do try to keep all the cats outside of the restaurant and the lobby area, but obviously that's quite difficult. The cats love when people visit, they love the kids, they give them the food, so you're going to find a lot of cats. This restaurant we're in is called The Veranda. It's open all through the season, has a beautiful ocean view, and it's such an open space. It's airy, it's light, and in the summer they even open the sliding doors so you get a nice ocean breeze. We're actually eating lunch here, but the all you can eat is so inclusive to everyone, and there's always something for you to eat, whether you're fussy or you love to try new items and food. Underneath the veranda is the Poseidon restaurant. This was actually my favorite restaurant. I just love the food in there and the vibe. This video isn't too great to show you how beautiful it is inside. There's a lot of plants and open spaces. Sadly, I didn't get a lot of shots in there. I was a little bit socially awkward, didn't want to get my camera out as people were eating, but you can find a lot of photos online for reference. What I'm showing you here is the spa. It's not included in the all-inclusive package, so you do still have to use €20 per person to use the facilities and any extra costs for any extra treatments. This area here is called Shoot Me, I'm on Holiday. Sadly, we went out of season, so no one was working the booth, but you can get professional photos taken, and I will leave a QR code on the screen for the Instagram page so you can see some of the photos that they do. This is such a special touch, and I think it's such a good way to create beautiful memories, especially in the tropical sun with the tropical trees. It's so beautiful. 10 out of 10 recommend. This is the view from the veranda from down underneath where I showed the bar area where you can sit and have some cocktails and drinks. And now we're wrapping back around to the front of the resort where you can see the Aqua land. In the water park area there are 3 main areas. This I call the adult area because the slides are a little bit more drastic and scary. You actually have your own yellow ring that they can send you up in, and you sit on that and go down the slides. The one I'm showing you here is, I call this the young adult area just because it's a little bit less drastic, but of course adults can still use it. It is massive. There's probably about 8 to 10 slides on there, no joke. They also have a bar area, which I'm showing you here, an adults only pool, which is here by the rocks and the waterfall, and a nice food area on your left. Off in the distance you can actually see the younger area for the younger children under 10s. It's also very cool. Definitely check it out. I didn't go over there and take any videos because there's children around, but I'm sure there's photos again online. The bar and restaurant food over in this area is included in the all-inclusive, of course. They call this the street bar, where you can actually get burgers, fries, and a nice garden salad if that's something that you're interested in. These are all just the park rules and the opening and closing times. They do a little thing where you can actually learn about 2 of the Greek gods, which I think is pretty cool. And yeah, this is all the waterside and water park information I have. If you have any further questions I haven't answered, feel free to leave them down below and I'll answer as many as I can as soon as I can. Now heading back over to where all of the rooms are, you have directions to the mini golf, to the beach, the sport facilities. The walk from the front of the resort by the reception all the way down to the beach is about 10 minutes long. It is a very big resort, but there's so much to do and see, and I'm very certain you will not be bored staying at Stella Palace. So this walk basically takes you all the way around to the main bar, the pool bar, and the free pools that you can use to your own extent. On the right here, you actually can wrap back round to the spa and the veranda and Poseidon restaurant if you wish to do so, or you can continue down this path and head straight to the pool. These rooms here that I'm showing you, I believe are the family rooms. They are the biggest rooms I've seen. And they also have a drink and drop, so you don't have to just sit at the bar with your drinks. You can actually walk around, and I do believe they have one of these down at the beach, so you can also take your drinks down there. They have a great rule here where you can't reserve sunbeds, and they make that aware. They have many signs around the pool area letting people know, but nonetheless there is so many sunbeds. I don't see why there would never be one available. The pool's literally massive. There is 3 of these pools. And you also have the pool over by the water slides. So there's many areas for you to sunbathe, relax, and enjoy your vacation. So over here is actually the bar. On top, it wraps around to one of the restaurants called Alia. And under the stairs I just walked on is one of the toilets, which you can use if you're obviously at the pool or the bar. This restaurant I haven't tried yet, but it does look beautiful in the evening with all the lights lit up and all the people laughing and having a good time. I would recommend trying to book at least one evening at each of the restaurants, but if that's not your thing and you're not looking like the menu, you can always just go to the all you can eat, which is at the veranda or at the Poseidon restaurant. In between the 2 pools is this really cool little shack here where you can actually sit and have a waffle or a pancake. They have lots of things to choose from, such as jam and honey. They have coloured sugar, which is really cool for the kids, and they give you little takeaway napkins and like a packet so you can take it with you. So if you don't want to sit at the table and eat, you can also take it back to your room or take it by the pool. Continuing down this road is actually my favourite pool. In November off out of season, this pool is super quiet and you basically get the whole thing to yourself. So this is my favorite pool. It also has its own toilets and it has its own bar area. This bar area does look slightly different. They have lamps heading over the little seats and they have big nice sunbeds. But like I said, there is so many sunbeds. I don't see why you would ever need to reserve one. Round this corner you have the ping pong table and you have the kid play zone. Now I don't have children, so I'm not too sure on this T's and C's about this Stella Kids Zone. I am pretty sure you can actually put your kids in here and then obviously head out to the pool or go chill back in your room. Or you might have to supervise them, I'm not 100% sure, but this was closed when I went as it was out of season and there wasn't really many children there. But nonetheless, it's a very cool idea and I'm sure the kids would love it. As you can see over here, my partner is very occupied with another cat on the resort. And there is also a bird little cage. It's super cool. You can actually look at the birds and I think you might be able to feed them. I'm not too sure, but they have so many different types of birds and things to look at. This is a little shack. Usually there's like signs outside telling you about different sporting activities you can do. But silly me, I didn't record it whilst it was open. I actually recorded it the last day of the season and sadly they had closed. Over here is where the nighttime entertainment is. This was super cool when we watched one of the shows here. It just feels like an Olympic stadium. Especially when you've been drinking, everything looks like massive. I mean, even here, it looks like so many people. But this was super cool. I'm gutted I only got to see one show, but I definitely would love to come back more in season and see a lot more shows that they have to offer here. Another great aspect of this hotel is they actually have a whole area dedicated to the kids. Now, of course, I took the time to give you guys a little show and tell of how the kid park works. Not that I think you guys will need it, but I had a great time, so I mean, I look pretty happy. Next door, you do have this water park area for the kids. You have a frog, you have a pirate ship, you have slides. There's many sunbeds too, so you can lay there, relax, and watch your children have a good time. Next to it is another restaurant. Not too sure on the name of this one. They do close it when it's out of season. But the views are beautiful. You're right next to the ocean, and who doesn't want to eat food and look at the ocean? This is another restaurant called the Meteria. I'm really not too sure how to say that one. But this is open all the time. You can go in, pop in, get a drink included in your all-inclusive, or you can make a reservation and eat there for dinner. And again, there is amazing views. Next door to Stella Palace is Stella Village, which is the more affordable area of the Stella community, or you can head to Stella Island, which is adults only. Heading across the road now, you actually end up at Stella's own beach. I haven't spent too much time here just because, again, I went out of season, so it's very empty and all the umbrellas are pretty much down now. But they also have a drink and drop here, so if you do want to bring your drinks across from the restaurant or the bar area, you can do so, and you can just pop them in there and they're dealt with after. Stella keeps their beaches pretty clean. They do have rules to keep you safe and to keep the area nice, so just make sure if you come here that you do follow them. But yeah, guys, that's the end of the tour. I'm just going to insert a couple clips here that I think you might find useful, like for example this spa area. They do usually only allow 2 rooms in the spa area at one time, so it doesn't get too crowded and cramped. Unfortunately for me, I did go and there was one family in there, but luckily they were very respectful and they weren't too loud. From our room, you can see the veranda and you can see the water park, which was super cool. The weather was super good to us as well in November. It was about 19 to 20 degrees, and there is just so much beauty in this palace. As you can see here, I am very much enjoying. And if you guys want something extra to do in Stella Village, there is an arcade, there's a tennis court in Stella Island where you can play tennis, they have an outdoor gym area, and there's many furry friends to play with. There is also an indoor gym area which is inside the spa, so if you're interested in that, you can ask reception and I'm sure they'll give you some information. I'm going to give you guys just a quick room tour. This is a video from my vlog, so excuse the goofiness, but this is a jacuzzi room, double room. Enjoy. Welcome to my hotel room. That's pretty so cringe. So over here we have a thing. But then you go around the corner, you can see me. I have a spray for poos and things. I'm not going to show you how to use that. The bed! I'll show you outside. Ooh. As you can see, this is my balcony. You can see the restaurant, you can see the ocean above behind the trees. You can see my neighbor's pools. We also have a wardrobe. I'll show you that later. Okay, tour's over. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was useful and you enjoyed watching. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments and questions down below. I will answer as many as I can with as much information as I can. But nonetheless, thank you so much for clicking on this video and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Hope you enjoy Stella Palace if you go. Bye.